Detected chalk number 2 of the day, August the 15th. Almost 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Straight up. Y'all know I wrote a book. Wrote a book on that machine right there. The XP Deus 2. Got any newbies out there? If you happen to get on one of my videos and you see this video, you might want to look at some more of those videos. They go back a long ways. Some of the titles are probably more accurate than others. Okay. High iron sights, hunting in parks, sports fields. I give you some strategies in some of those videos. You won't see this stuff in the user's manual, boys and girls. You won't see this on these fluffy YouTube channels either. Alright? I hold no engineering degree, but I think I'd have made a good engineer. An out-of-the-box thinker who's always looking and studying a little bit, you know? You can't take anything for granted. A little trial and error and a little thought. And watching how this machine responds on sweeping down a nail barrel, you know? It's got a unique behavior, you know, ID-wise. Some of these Salt Beach hunters, you know, you might want to get out and test this machine for depth. Comparing the frequency channels on the extremes, you could get a leg up. Any millimeter would help. You never know. Could get you on a prize gold ring or whatever. Now, let me talk a little here about EMI. Yeah, we know EMI can play tricks with machines. Just remember this. If the machine, you know, I mean, I don't know how this works exactly, but Channel 6 sensitive FT 40 max frequency band, it obviously has advantage around iron for all practical purposes versus Channel 0, we'll say. So if we start introducing EMI into the equation, well, Channel 6 is already ahead, ain't it? Channel 0, if it will barely hit a target because of the masking, nail configuration, non-ferrous, might not take too much EMI to shake it up, huh? Make it unintelligible audio-wise. Or monkey with an ID, or both. Versus using Channel 6. Something to think about. Targets in the ground 2, 3, 4 inches, 5 inches deep. I don't know what depth advantage Channel 6 offers, to be honest with you. I don't know. But you may have EMI in an area, you may not like how your machine sounds. Exactly. Maybe it's not perfect, but get the coil down on the ground and listen to it. That's probably what's more important. If you get it down on the ground, it's not rattling too much with you. You might proceed in a high iron sight and sniff out something. You might sniff out something another Deus 2 users done swept out, to include yourself. I do think the user's manual does need to add the comment in their user's manual, because that machine, using the auto scan feature, it's deceiving. Okay, because if it goes to Channel 0 or 1 or 2, you know, you're coming up way short based on what I'm seeing. Oh, it'll still detect solo targets. It'll still detect some finds around iron. But to get this machine, if we discount EMI, let's say they're saying EMI didn't even exist. Even if EMI didn't even exist in the world, channel 6 on that machine, 40 max frequency, boys, is the way to go. Okay. Now, I know for a fact on low conductors, it has clear advantage around iron. I believe it has some in high conductors too. But you probably are not going to see the advantage on high conductors that you would see on low conductors, because the window is narrower, because a high conductor around iron is generally hard to detect anyway. You know, when you start talking about extreme masking. And that's why I use that quarter around that nail. See, that opens the window up, but you can still see the lower channels on that machine are no-goes. I didn't charge you all a penny to show you what I've showed you. You all paid your money for your machine just like I did. Okay? No fluff YouTube channel, boys. That foam's badass, ain't it? You know, there's some people out there, yeah, old sharpshooter, that damn foam. Well, go out in some of your sites, locate some targets running channel 6 that you've done been in, and go to channel 0 and see what it sounds like. Video some of it if you want to. Here's the question. How many targets are you going to find in a high iron site that channel 0 will hit and channel 6 won't? How many? I'd be interested to see one if it happens. I'd just like to see it. Especially a shallow mid-depth target. I mean, you would have to have some horrendous EMI, in my opinion. Horrendous. Meaning if when you put it to channel 6, you would probably hear it. You know what I'm saying? Drowned it out. Some of this frequency channel stuff I'm showing also applies to Salt Beach, okay, around iron. And that goes for the 24 max frequency, and that also goes for the 40 max frequency. Now, the 14 max frequency, you're getting down low. I believe it's like runs about 12 to 14. So it doesn't have the frequency spread as the 24 max or the 40 max. So to see any advantage there would be much, much harder to show. You probably wouldn't. I'm not going to say it wouldn't happen. Okay, if we discount EMI. I'm not going to say EMI couldn't cause channel 0 to do better than channel 6. I'm not going to say that. What I'm saying is odds on. If I had to make a bet, you're going to see more targets. If there's one that'll hit it versus the other, it'll be channel 6 will hit more than channel 0. Channel 5 will hit more than channel 0. Channel 4 will probably hit more than channel 0. But channel 6 will hit more than channel 4. Give a higher quality tone or give tone at all. So you've got a better machine and you know how to run it. If you want to try it. I don't believe anybody. I have not seen anybody in YouTube land. I've not had anybody relay to me, oh, this old boy on Facebook, he's been talking about this shit for a year. I've not heard anybody say a damn word. Okay? But I shared it because I thought it would help people out. You know, that's how I am. I've shared some other stuff with this machine. That notch you see me using in this machine, that's 6 through 9. I think that's a very good way to run that sensitive FT. It's a very good way to run version 1.00. Practically all the programs own it. Except for Relic and Goldfield. Maybe the Beach programs. That's just my opinion. You know, you got to do what you want with your equipment. You know, but I'm not writing books, and I'm not writing books to make money. I'm not doing YouTube videos to make money. I'm not doing live streams to collect money. I'm not going to do it. I'm well enough off. I don't need no damn money, okay? I can sit on my ass and make quite a bit of money. That's, you know, I mean, I retired early, boys, at 41. You know? I didn't want to work my whole life. I made my mind up when I was damn 18 years old. I made my mind up. I'm not going to be out here slaving in my damn 50s, 60s, and 70s. So I play with metal detectors and I play with rifles. And that squirrel season's fixing to open. There won't be as much talk with metal detectors coming from me, but I'll try to sporadically, you know, do some more videos. If I see anything that stands out to me that I think you all need to know about, I'll share it. Anything that could give you an advantage or something you should be made aware of that you could think about in the wild that might help you out. That's going to conclude the Detecting Talk number 2. Have a nice evening.